Okay, this is the narrated tutorial on how to bring a model in from the game into the game as a custom skin. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to external data on the file menu and do unpack resources, use files in current directory. And this is going to pull all my textures off of this model. Secondly, I'm going to go back to file. I'm going to import the PSK. From there, this will be in the bag of dicks and balls folder. When you extract that, you'll have this folder. We're doing shaman in this tutorial, so you're going to take the shaman PSK. When you import that, it's going to be gigantic. You're going to press S after you click on the model. Or as in the other tutorial, you can do 0.1 on your scaling. Just making a correction of the video. In the video, you saw me click on this guy. Do not click on that guy. Click on this. Press S and then scale it down. Otherwise, what will happen is you will scale this down, but the armature will be in the air and you'll clip through the map. So don't do that. It's best to try to line it up as good as you can, especially in the hands. Okay, I'm okay with that for this tutorial. After that, what you're going to be doing is transferring the weights between these two objects. So you're going to open up the Scav Shaman object, and you would click on this model first, and then click on the model you're going to be importing. In this case, I'm importing a model from the game, so it has a pose. I'm going to delete that now. That leaves me with just the model. So now I'm going to click on the Scav Shaman object that we imported, Control, click on the second one, go to Object Mode, Weight Paint. From Weight Paint, you're going to go to the Weights menu, go to Transfer Weights. In this little blip box on the source layers, you're going to go by name, go back to the Weight Paint menu, Object Mode. From here, these are pretty much meshed and ready to go into the game. Next thing you want to do is you can delete the imported Scav Shaman model. And then we want to parent this template to this one. So we're going to click on our model, press Control, click on the Scav Shaman model, go into the workspace, right click, go to Parent, Armature Deform. Now the file should look like this on the right. And what we're going to be doing is copying this name, Scav Shaman, renaming it to Armature, and replacing the name on your imported model with the Scav Shaman title. Finally, what we need to do is export. So go to File, Export FBX. You're going to rename this to the Scav Shaman. On the right side, you have some settings. You're going to go to Geometry, change Smoothing to Face. On Armature, you're going to uncheck Animation, and you're going to uncheck Add Leaf Bones, and export. From here, we can open up Unreal Engine. And we need to make a new project that is empty. Once you're in Unreal Engine, you're going to want to go to the Games tab, Blank, and name this whatever character model you're doing. So, we'll do Dancer, no pouch, and create that project. Once Unreal has booted your empty level, you're going to want to go to your Unreal Projects folder, This is in your documents folder. Go to your dancer note pouch, content. Go back to your original template provided by KZO. Here's a content folder. You're going to copy these items into the content folder of your project on Unreal, in the Unreal project section. Go back to Unreal. You'll see those tabs. In these tabs, you'll have master materials. You'll have your 2 character files. And you'll have some materials. In this material folder, I'm going to be importing the textures that I exported previously. So I'm going to go back to where my model is. And when I exported those textures in Blender, it gave me a textures folder. I'm going to copy that folder into my character, scavengers, shaman tab. From there, I'm going to go back to Unreal. We'll see that it's going to ask me to import items. I'm going to import all those textures. And now we'll see the shaman textures in our project. From there, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing the settings. So go to File. On the right side is Edit. Go to Editor Preferences. At the top, we're going to type in Chunk. Click Allow Chunk ID Assignments. Go back to Edit, Project Settings. Type in Chunk. We're going to click Generate Chunks. Type in Virtual. We're going to scroll down, Enable Virtual Texture Support, Enable Virtual Texture Light Maps. After that, what we're going to be doing is typing in Cook. And we'll have Cook everything in this project content directory. For me, I'll have to restart. So go ahead and do that. Once the project's rebooted, I'm going to go down to my content drawer. We're going to be importing the model that we want to bring into the game. So I'm going to go to my tutorial folder, or whatever whatever folder you created that's housing your FBX file, as well as your scavenger templates, as well as your main template for your materials from the KZO. So in there, I'm going to be importing I believe it's the FBX file. We're going to go to the skeleton tab. Go down to generic humanoid skeleton main characters. Import all. Now that this is here, you'll see that it's going to spawn in a bunch of materials. We're going to delete those materials. We're going to go into the materials folder and see how we have no materials. That's because we have to import master materials. So on the left side, click on your master materials folder. You'll see the character and skin. Skin is for obviously the skin, like the face or the arms. And then the characters for the clothing. This is very crucial. You want to right click, create material instance. I'm going to name this dancer_face. Each one of these will account for each texture that you're adding to the model. So I'm going to do dancer_. I'm actually going to copy this. And for this one, I'm going to do torso, because she has 2 hair files. Now that these are all here, we're going to shift click on all these. Drag them to the materials folder under shaman, or whichever character you will be doing. Move here. Go to the materials. and we're going to start assigning all the materials to these. So as I double clicked on the original material, I'm going to go to parameters, global texture parameter. I have the default texture, the normal, and the RMF because these are coming from the game. But if you don't, you typically will only need the normals and the regular texture. So I'm going to check these all because I'll be importing these. On the search, I'll be typing in I, choosing the default texture I, going to I, and choosing the normal. There's no RMF on this one, so I will not be using that. I'm going to save this, but you don't have to save for each one you import. I'm going to finish this now with all these textures. Alright, I'm going to finish up this last one. Type in torso, or in this case, my model is called dancer, so I could type in dancer and find it. Okay, and then I'm going to go and save all these. Go to my content drawer, and you'll see that all my textures are applied to materials now. I will assign those materials. So I know that this one is the eye for this model. You'll see that the eye spawned in, which you can also do, which I will be doing, is I'm going to be using just a basic material to give her red eyes. I know at the bottom is her hair, so I'm going to click here, type in hair. There's my hair material. Hair. Grab my hair 2 material. This I do believe is her face. Nope, that's her headgear. I'm going to save this. Now very crucial according to KZO is to go to textures. You're going to click on your first tab, shift. I'm actually going to delete this really quick, this thin film, I don't need this. If you're importing regular models from the game, then you will have that thin film texture. I haven't seen it to do anything. We're going to shift click all these, right click, convert to virtual texture. Okay. Go to the shaman folder. Go to the materials folder. You're going to assign these to a chunk. So click, shift, click again. Go to asset actions, assign to chunk. If you don't see this, you need to enable the settings or go back into the tutorial and enable the settings. This gets it got a few people too, kind of confused. So once you do your chunk ID, I do believe it's 55 to 300 are the numbers you can use. Let me verify that really quick. I'm trying to watch the tutorial. Oh, it says from 51 to 300. So I already have another model that's 71, so I'm just gonna do this one as 72. So assign to chunk, 72. Going to click on my shaman, go to textures, shift click, right click, asset actions, assign to chunk, 72. Remember, this could be any number from 51 to 300. You're going to go to the Scav Shaman Skeletal Mesh, right click, asset actions, assign to chunk, 72. And you are pretty much done. At the top, you'll see the platforms button. The first time that you cook this and the first time that you package this, it might take a long time. For me, it took an hour. Now it takes probably about a minute to 2 minutes. I see I have a bunch of unsaved stuff, so I'm going to save that. Okay, so go up top to platforms, Windows, cook content. You'll have an output log that helps you keep track of this. It'll also beep when it's done. Now that I'm done cooking content, you'll see at the bottom it says success with exit code equals 0, as well as a pop-up. We're going to click platforms, Windows, package content. And you're going to want to save this wherever you'd like. For this tutorial, I'm going to put it in my FW tutorial folder. Once again, wait for this to pack. It'll tell you success at the end. So now that that has packaged, you'll see at the bottom here, it says exit code success. We're going to go into our tutorial folder, or wherever you saved that project. And we're going to see it says Windows here. Dancer no pouch, or whatever you named your project as. Content, packs. And if you did this correctly, you'll see your chunk number that you assigned. I'm going to rename these. So shift click, rename. I'm going to name this to 72 because as the tutorial stated from KZ0, you need to remember that the chunk ID so you don't get your files mixed up. So 72, I'm going to name this dancer np underscore. Very important, you need to do capital P according to the tutorial. Now I'm going to copy these files to my FUGGMURU directory. Now that I'm in my Steam apps folder, in my Steam library directory, I'll be going to the FUGGMURU folder, Windows, FUGGMURU, Content, Packs. If you don't have a mods folder, you want to make a mods folder. And you see I have another 72 chunk. This one's actually bugged, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to paste the ones we copied earlier, which is the no pouch. From here you can boot the game. Okay, now that you fixed the weights, you load in and you get your file. And for some reason, oh, see, look, the weights didn't transfer well here. So that's when you would have to weight paint. And if you see here, I don't know why this happens with this specific texture on Dancer, but it gives her a mustache. So I have to find out what texture that is and get it out, because it looks like it's only on one of the two models. That's it, yeah. You'd obviously would go back in and you would fix that.